ago, back in the olden days of yore, when me and my mom lived out in the country, we were dirt poor. So we took our only cow. She was all dried up, and I had to take her to the market and sell her. So first, as soon as I get to the market, this man comes up to our cow. He looks her over, and he says, "Miss, I will give you $1 million for this cow." So I think about this offer, and I think, as the bargaining type I am, I think, "Mister, I'll make you an offer. I will take no less than 3 magic beans for this beautiful cow." And he thinks about it for a couple moments, and he hastily agrees. I don't know why he hastily agreed. I mean, it's a pretty good offer to me. So I'm walking home with the beans, thinking I made a great offer. I made a great deal there. So I get home, and my mom, for some reason, she was mad at me. She throws the beans out the window into a patch of soft dirt, and she sends me straight to bed, which, as I told you, we're dirt poor, so I just was sleeping on the floor. And that night, it rained something awful. 2 of our 3 walls were leaking. So the next morning, I wake up and I open my eyes, and it was so dark in there, I could have sworn it was still nighttime. So I walk outside, out of that one missing wall, and I look up, and there's this biggest, greenest, shiniest escalator I've ever seen. I'm kidding, it was beanstalk. So I tell my mom that no matter what waits up there, certain death, giants, golden, anything, I'm going to go up there and see if there's anything that I could steal. So I walk up there, and wouldn't you know it, I peek my head over that beanstalk, and right over the top of it is this giant golden castle. So I walk up to that castle, and I knock on that door, and I hear humming inside. So there's a crack underneath the door about just big enough for me to crawl under. So I crawl under there, and I walk to the kitchen, and there's the biggest woman you had ever seen, like hundreds of feet tall. And she looks down, she sees me, and she said, "You had better get out of here before my husband gets home, because he does not like your type of folk." And right then and there we hear this loud stomping, and we hear fee, fi, fo, bum. I smell the blood of an English woman. And I'm starting to shake, and I peek around the doorway, and there's this giant man, even bigger than the woman, thousands of feet tall. And he sits down with this tiny little golden hen, and he strokes her feathers, and out plops a sack of cash. Because if you know anywhere that takes golden eggs for a carton of milk, that would be really helpful to know. So as soon as he falls asleep, I start thinking, I need that cash for me and my mom. So I run up to that table, and I grab that hen, and I bolt down that beanstalk as fast as I can. Now a couple of weeks later, that hen stops laying cash. So the last thing that I could do was go back up that beanstalk, see if I could steal another thing from that nice old couple. So I go back up there, and his wife says, and that giant's wife says, "Now why did you come back here? My husband is sure to kill you for now." And sure enough, right when she says that, you hear the big loud footsteps and his giant call of fee, fi, fo, fum. So I peek around that corner, and I see the giant, and he's holding this golden iPod. Harps or so yesterday. So he takes it out, he selects some lullabies, and puts in his golden headphones, and immediately he falls asleep, because that iPod has beautiful powers. Product placement. And then, I think that iPod would fetch a good price on eBay. So I walk up, I run up, and I grab that iPod, but just as I'm walking away, the headphones pop out. So he starts playing the music really loud, because he had it on full volume. And he wakes up, and he sees me, and he's so startled and shocked. As I start running away, it takes it 5 minutes to realize. So I start bolting down that beanstalk as fast as I can. And I come down, my mom says, "What happened? What happened?" And I say, "Start chopping away at that beanstalk, Mom." And we take our axes and we start chopping and chopping and chopping at that beanstalk. And just about when the giant is about halfway down that beanstalk, we finally get through it, and it falls. And he falls and he bounces, and he makes these 5 great divots in the countryside. And those 5 great divots became the 5 Great Lakes of Michigan. And that, my friends, is how babies are made.